everybody, it's Frank again. Welcome back. It's been a while since I've done one of these, so welcome to my new series. Hopefully those of you that saw the Maximizing Happiness series enjoyed that. If not, it's still available on YouTube, as will this series be. So this is my new series. So I was trying to come up with ideas for what to work with, thinking about what we really need, what's going on in the world today, and what would be helpful to everybody. And I thought we can all use a review lesson in how to get along better with other people. I think the debates that we're recently on have shown that we struggle in that area sometimes. Not everybody, but a lot of us do. The world with the COVID and the racial stuff and everything else has gotten so out of control. It's so fast paced. I thought we can all just use a review lesson. So I started a new series. This is actually part of a longer series I'm going to do. I'm going to call it the Frank's Facts series, I think. This is actually the first subset of that, which is a 5-section series called Getting Along Better with Others. There will be more, but this is actually the first in the Frank's Facts, How to Get Along with Others sub-series. Maybe I'll make them all available on DVD and Blu-ray at a later time, but not now. So, how to get along better with others. This is 5 steps, not 10 like the other one. And be forewarned, there is some overlap here because the principles I did in the last series are, well, I must say they're pretty damn good if I do say so myself. And they're helpful to all of us. So, step 1 in how to get along better with other people, find common ground. I think I'm not telling any tales right now by saying we live in a very diverse world, and you can just turn on the news to see evidence of that. You can see we're all different. A lot of us come from different backgrounds, we're different colors, different races, different sexes, different genders, different ages, and so forth. It is more important than ever, as divisive as society is today, to get along better. And one of the ways we can do that is to find common ground with others, either at the workplace or in your family or in your neighborhood or church, wherever. I'm going to talk a little bit about that today, how to do that. Again, these are principles where I'm kind of talking to you guys, but I'm also reminding myself, so everybody's just aware I don't always have it all together either. So in finding common ground, I think no matter how we differ, it be age or whatever demographic you want to use, race, gender, there are certain things that make us the same. Kind of basic principle there. And we can relate to others by honing in on those things that are similar about us rather than focusing on differences. The differences are right there. Everybody can see them. Let's take, for example, let's focus on the workplace for today. Okay, so we work in a diverse workplace with people of all kinds. What are some ways we can find common ground with people? For those of you that have children, one really good way I've found is, the struggles we have as parents. Not only the struggles, but the good things too. No matter who you are, where you come from, being a parent is fundamentally the same. We all have to deal with the same kinds of things as our kids grow from babies to adults. So we can relate to each other on that level. Another way, I can speak as a man, not trying to be sexist, that I've found that I've related to a lot of people that are different than me is sports. I'm sure everybody on this past Monday had some commentary, I'll keep it local, on the Steelers or the Eagles game, or the Washington football team, as they're called now. For me, it would be the Dolphins, but I don't have a lot of people to talk about the Miami Dolphins with around here. But, everybody has an opinion, everybody's what they call Monday morning quarterback, whatever. That can really cut through a lot of the stress of being, of the differences that we have between us. And there's so many different examples. We can relate with regard to music or movies or TV shows we watch. I remember, I'm going to kind of date myself here, but I remember when Lost was a big deal. That was a show I really liked. And the day after Lost was on, people would be talking about it at work, We weren't talking about, hey, you're different than me. Hey, you don't look like me, or you're not my age. We were talking about, what happened on Lost. And I know for some of you, I don't watch the reality TV. Maybe you're talking about America's Got Talent or The Masked Singer or something like that. Not really my thing, but it might help some of you. Here's the key to this whole thing. Whatever the common ground is, and I just touched on a few there are many more. Whatever the common ground is, that could really help us in our relationships with these folks going forward. Because once you could find an area of commonality, the differences in us become less important, and it's easier to relate to each other. If you can find just a solid base of common ground to work from, then the inevitable disagreements and the inevitable differences that we're going to have going forward, they become a lot easier to deal with, because we found something we can relate to together to start. So it's kind of it is a basic principle. I mean, it's none of these things are brain surgery, as I've said before, but I mean, it's kind of just something I want you to think about, or I would say I ask you to think about. So when you meet new people, or even people that you have pre-existing relationships with, these are things for you to think about in your relationships. And it really, I know this bears fruit. It really can help you. And it's one thing I'm mindful of as I deal with new people. I'm not always successful, but you know, I am mindful of it, and I do try. So that was step one. I won't belabor that and go into further detail. It's pretty basic. And again, I just want to remind everybody that this series and the last series are available on my YouTube channel. All you have to do is type in my name on a YouTube search, or you can hit that little subscribe button, which is also on there too. And then you'll get a notification when one of my wonderful videos come out. So another thing I wanted to say is, please give me feedback. I love feedback. I would say bad or good, but I prefer good. But I do take constructive criticism too. And also, all these series are also available on my Twitter feed as well. So I thank everybody again for tuning in. I'll be back with number 2 in the How to Get Along Better with Others, hopefully next week. So I hope everybody has a safe and a happy week. And thanks again for watching. Peace.